Hey everyone, Jim T. Graham with RCGroups.com. I'm excited to be back with Mike from Robart. Mike, how are you doing?
Doing real good, Jim. How are you today?
So, Mike and I have done a lot of things on this YouTube. We have gone through mini glues, how to use them. We've gone through giant scale parts, and today we're going to do something different. Summer is still upon us, although I have to say, I go and exercise once a day, and it's been 76 for 2 days in a row, the coolest temps I've ever seen.
It was in the 50s this morning when I woke up, so that's a good thing.
Well, I've really been enjoying it. And with that in mind, Mike wants to share with you something you may or may not know that Robart offers, and that is micro components. But I'm going to let Mike take over and tell you all about it.
Yeah, so we do have to realize that winter is coming, right? And a lot of the modelers out there, they like to do some indoor flying. And Jim's going to bounce around. Here we go. They do some indoor flying. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a short little series on the micro gear that Robart has to offer. And we're just going to go in part number order. So we're going to start with this one, this 121. And this is our micro scale retract tail wheel so that you can put retracts in those foamies and the little stuff that you might be flying indoors over the winter time. So just starting to get you ready for the upcoming indoor season. So
awesome.
I'm going to go ahead and flip over here, flip my camera around a little bit. Okay, so this is the micro gear. I'll go ahead and open up the packaging. So you can see what you get. So you get your tail retract, and you get your spare parts list. Okay. So the one thing I do want to note on here is this little section right here. Let's see if we can get this in focus, and if somebody wanted to stop the video, they can do so. Those are the mounting instructions, and then how to set up the steering and so on and so forth. Okay. So that's a nice little section on the spare parts list. So don't just think you have a spare parts list and then you throw it out because you might need that.
Got it.
Okay. So just a quick wraparound of the gear itself.
I think I understand. A servo mounts on your mounting plate, connecting to your horn, and that is how it operates. Yes? No?
Basically, yeah. So this is your mounting plate so that you can mount this on however it's supposed to be mounted in the plane. Oops, sorry. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay. So so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8 types of mount. There's mounting holes in here. So however they want to set it up for that plane, whether it's you got to mount it to a firewall or whatnot, or if you need to come from underneath and mount it here, you could do that. If you want to mount your servo to the top, you could do that. Or if you need to screw up into, you could do that, right? You've got the 3 holes for the servo to grab onto. And if you want to do a push rod to that, so as the servo pulls up on that horn, it will retract the gear. And then as it pushes on the horn, it will deploy the gear. You have an over center, so that will lock it out. So you have a good lockout. And it's a pull steering. Can you? Is that a good view for you, Jim, right there?
Yeah, no, that looks good.
So it's a pull steering and dual centering springs. And no, I'm going to look up one more thing that I think is going to be very appropriate here. I apologize for the delay. So, and this accepts up to a 1.5 inch wheel.
Okay.
So it just want to make sure everybody knows on the wire here, it'll go up to an 1.5 inch wheel. All right. Very basic gear, but as I had said before, we're getting ready for, winter is coming. It's right around the corner here. Many of us like to fly indoors. And so if you want to do a little upgrade on your plane, maybe in the tail area, put a retract in there. That's what this is for. And what Jim and I are going to do is we're going to go through and I'm going to show you the different micro gear that we have here during this video series.
Quick question. What size plane is suggested for this tailwheel?
This will take up to a 5 to 10 pound plane.
Okay, so
you can put this in some larger stuff, even for your outdoor. You can put it into a larger plane, or even on the smaller stuff for indoor. So just you could do a little bit more with this one.
Cool.
All right, so all plastic except for your wire strut here.
Well, here's one question I have. So when it's down, is there something locking it in the down position?
Yes. So there's an over center. You can kind of see there's a little bit of an arc in here. That's the actual lockout. So if we think of the energy, when you go to land, how do I grab this? So when you come in for your landing, the energy is going to be going this way, which is going to be pushing back, and it's going to be you're still locked out, right?
Got it.
Yep. And then when the servo pulls, then it will bring that on up.
Okay. Understood. Very nice.
So, been around for a long time. We do sell quite a few of these, but I did want to start letting everybody know, that you can go ahead and get these here at robart.com. And as of the date of this video, we sell them $37.31. So it's actually, it's a nice price point. Yeah, you're not going to be breaking the bank with it. Servo operated, so you're going to be able to set it up with your servos however you want. Probably have a servo in the drawer that'll work for it.
Got it. Very nice. Do we have any more to look at?
We do, and we'll get those in the other videos as we come down the line. Okay. So I figure what we'll do is we'll talk about this 121 right now, and then next week we'll do the next one and the next one and the next one, and we'll just keep introducing everybody to this.
Okay, so everyone out there, you're watching this video perhaps on YouTube. Be sure and look in the description. There'll be a link. And in the link, I will then create an article about this gear with specs, information, links back to Robart, and all the things that we haven't discussed. If you have questions, you can find those there. Then you can click the link, visit Robart, and, just throw that money down and get your tail wheel, and off you'll go, getting ready for September, October, and your micro gear.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Hey, everyone. Jim T. Graham with RC Groups, talking to Mike from Robart, and we will be with you again. So be sure and hit subscribe and like and all the good stuff. And big thanks to Mike for taking time out and hanging out with us.
Have a great day.